Hi, hello, and welcome everyone. I'm Janelle. I'm UCLA Arts and Healing's Digital Media Manager. And welcome today to our creative break with Lori Baudino. Lori has been a practicing clinician for over 15 years and holds a doctorate in clinical psychology and master's in creative arts therapy with a focus on dance and movement therapy. You can head to her Instagram or visit drloribaudino.com to learn more. So today, Lori will show us how we can explore our senses to support total body system and emotional health. I'm so excited to learn more about this.
Oh, thanks, Janelle, for having me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so with everything going on in the world, it's really important, whether you're a child or an adult, to realize our superpowers. And those are our senses. And we can use these anytime, any part of the day. And we always are using them. But sometimes we forget that we can use them to help us. So this is a little mini activity to do just to keep you, feeling really connected to your power, your strengths, and also to know that you can do this anywhere. You could do this when you're in the car, at home, in the morning, at night, you name it, in the middle of your day. Sometimes you can do it and someone won't even know you're actually experiencing it. So it's kind of like a little hidden gem for you. So wherever you are, just find a way to kind of connect to your breath. What I often say is place your tongue at the tip of your roof of your mouth, and you're going to be breathing in your nose and out your nose. And just do a quick scan of your body, just checking over your head, closing your eyes or keeping them lowered. If you are driving, you're obviously keeping them open, but being aware of them, noticing how they feel, checking through the top of your head, over to your ears, past your nose, your mouth, to your chin, and down your neck. Now, as if you're scanning over your shoulders, take a moment to go down your spine, through your arms, your chest. And if you are sitting, you're going to see if you can shift in your sits bone, really feeling yourself connected to where you are sitting. Again, if you are in motion, really connecting to where is that groundedness, where are you making contact with your body to a surface. Maybe it's standing or maybe it's sitting down. Now you can take as long as you want with this body scan, but what I want you to now focus on is your sensory system. So we're going to focus on our first sensory system, which is sound. We're going to focus on how many sounds you hear. So Janelle's going to do this with me. And when you are, I'm going to close my mouth for a little bit and just carry your fingers up as you hear. Let's just do 3 sounds. Any sounds that are in your environment. There might be sounds around you in your room. There might be sounds outside in the environment outside of the surroundings you're in. They also could be sounds inside your body. So take a moment as I be quiet. I'm going to do it with you. And just let's count on our fingers how many different sounds we can hear. And let's begin. All right. So as you're hearing these sounds, you might start to notice there's even more sounds, right? I see that you had a couple of them there. And you might start to share with those around you or write about it. Or Janelle, you could share with me about any sounds that you heard. Let's take a
Yeah.
moment. Yeah.
I heard my roommates playing a game.
Mm-hmm.
I heard a car on the street outside.
Yeah.
And I heard our my roommate's dog, her little nails
All
kind of
right.
tearing around.
Animals and loved ones right nearby, and the environment, right? The busyness of life still happening, moving around you.
Oh, and
I
I heard one little tweet outside. I heard a little bird tweet.
Some
So
nature.
that was nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm hearing a lot of birds where I am, and also my breath I could hear. So notice how we could immediately activate that sensory experience, those sounds. And often when we're really busy, we might not be focusing on those sounds, but I want to give you permission to take a moment every day, multiple times a day, to just listen. This is connecting to our body as dance movement therapy because our ears are part of our body, and our ears are what filters in and receives what we want to hear and kind of can push out what we don't want to. So let's keep moving, and we're going to tap into just some sight, right? Our eyes. So with your eyes, same thing, just start to look around and let's look at colors. You could imagine you could do shapes, you could do patterns. Um, Anything you could explore with your eyes, but today we're going to do colors, and let's just see if we can find at least 3 different colors in your environment. Those
Mhm.
listening in, you're also exploring what colors do you see? Have you noticed them? Are they dull? Are they bright? Are they the same colors around you, or are there lots of different colors? Maybe challenge yourself to see if you can find any colors. You're just like, wow, I didn't even know that was there. Didn't know I had that in my room. And again, if you're with someone, I usually have you count those so we know that we're ready.
Oh,
And Janelle, did you see any colors?
I have a lot of colors. I'm in my bedroom and I love colors. And I noticed I have a lot of blue, a lot of different shades of blue. So,
Wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, so even when you're talking about that, I heard you start to explore like, oh, this is my favorite place, right? Like this is a comfortable place. It's a place I created, yeah?
hmm
Versus if you were somewhere unfamiliar, maybe you notice, wow, I gotta dress this place up a little bit, bring in my own colors of me. Or maybe this feels really comfortable because I have my colors. And so we can use this in therapy or in supporting ourselves to really get to feel more comfortable and more integrated and ready to learn if you're in a learning environment, or ready to feel really great if you're in a place where you're like, I just need to feel good.
hmm
All right, last but not least is our feeling of touch. And there's so many other senses, right? We haven't even gotten there, but today we're just going to end with touch. And touch is a feeling, but not feeling like happy, sad, but feelings like textures, hot, cold, sticky, wet, rough, silky, smooth, right? Soft, fluffy. Really thinking about that expansive vocabulary we have for all things touch. And again, these things can allow you to start to move. They can allow you to feel your arms or your hair. They can allow you to notice any gurgling or movement inside your body, in your throat, in your eyes, in your ears. You have different sensations. So really challenge yourself to explore your whole body with the sense of touch, your clothing, inside that belly, down to the tip of your toes. What kind of touch are you feeling? And these are your sensory superpowers, or we call them sense and sensibility. So, again, you might decide that you have 3, you might have many, many more. Janelle, you want to share with us?
Could you give me an example, Lori, of maybe what?
Yes, absolutely. I know for me, I'm feeling a tickly
Okay.
down the side of my throat. I feel a clearness in my sinuses. It feels open. I'm feeling softness in my hair. I feel warmth on my legs. My legs feel quite warm. And my toes feel a little cold.
hmm
Yeah.
My toes also feel cold, and I noticed once I
Mhm.
reached for my toes that I'm tense in the back of my legs.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I also might notice like the silkiness of my shirt, right?
right.
So there's lots of things, and there's no wrong feeling, right? No wrong description.
hmm
What I love to explore, whether again it's with a child or an adult, is just that we have these superpowers and they can help us when we feel triggered. So if you are feeling activated, like, oh, this mess in this room is really, really bothering me, I can use my eyes to focus in on the colors of all the clutter and change that in my system.
hmm
Or I can turn on a different sensory experience and just focus on what I hear. What's so amazing is when you start to look around with your eyes, I don't know about you, Janelle, but you might have noticed that the sounds kind of went away. You just
hmm
focused on what you were seeing.
hmm
Or when we started to look at how things felt in our body, we stopped looking at colors and it started being only about this
hmm
body of how we felt. This is not about distraction, but it's about empowering all of us to realize we have these abilities that we can activate and use to help us feel really, really great throughout the day.
I could see, I mean, just for myself, I could see how this would be really helpful. I'm sure a lot of people are in a similar situation where I'm home 90% of my time, and
Yeah,
sometimes it feels a little enclosed, right?
absolutely.
So I could see how this can be helpful for me as I work in my bedroom and then just go to the kitchen and return.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
yeah, noticing those things can be very helpful.
definitely. Yeah, and when I work with children that have chronic pain or illnesses, that can feel so impactful, where
Mm.
their body is feeling like, I only feel pain. Instead of distracting them, we can say either we can dive into that pain. Where is it? What does it look like? What color? What shape? All these ways of somaticizing it. But we also can use our sensory system and say, you're focusing on touch, but I'm wondering if you've noticed any sounds that you've heard.
Mm.
And all of a sudden they're thinking, oh, I don't have any other sounds. And then they go, oh, wait a minute, I hear a bird. I hear people talking. I hear my friend laughing. I hear my mom singing. And there's all these other experiences they can have at the
Mm-hmm.
same time. Yes, they still feel the pain, and also they have some other choices too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
That's
that's our
awesome.
superpowers. And I know that was quite fast, so I hope that you all will expand on it. Take some more time, see how you can use it with your loved ones or with yourself. And that's your little mindful break.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I know
You're
I'm
welcome.
yeah, I'm definitely I'm excited to explore these new superpowers I just learned that I've
They
had forever, right?
I
I've never
know, right? And there's
right?
more of them we haven't even gotten to.
There's more.
Yeah.
That's a good segue to
Yeah.
thank everyone. Thank you for joining us today. And if you're interested in learning more about these superpowers, you can join Lori at our upcoming social emotional arts on a shoestring training, which will be starting in a couple weeks. And you can learn more about that on our website, and all that information I'll share on our website or our profile as well. So
Wonderful.
thank you so much, Lori, and it
Thank
was
you.
so
I
great
look
to spend
forward
this
to
time with
sharing
you.
more.
Bye,
Great.
everyone.
Bye.